Hi, everybody. Brian Horvath here with BrianHorvath.com, and I'm going to share with you how you can how you can attack and destroy the debt monster. And basically, what it all comes down to is starting off with having a winning game plan, having a budget where you're telling your money what to do, where you're giving it a name, where you're creating your give, save, spend plan. And then one of the things that you do within your spending is repaying off debt. And one of the ways you can repay off debt and destroy your debt is to use this destroy your debt method. Now, this is not revolutionary. You may have heard of things like a debt snowball. This is my version of it with regards to, the debt monster and premise of destroying your debt. And so simply what we're going to do here is look at this sheet where we have a number of debts. Here's a blank sheet. And I just want to explain it to you. We have the list of debts down here, all right here. And then we have the total owed on each single section, right? Then we have, of course, minimum payments. And what we're going to do here, this is where it gets fun, is that we're going to help you take that minimum payment and add to it with found money within your budget. And with this being the case, I'm going to say you found $50 in your budget extra that you can pay off debt with. So what we do here in this essence is we take our minimum payment plus our extra, which is $50, and now we have a new payment amount that we're paying off our debts. Now, if you were going to pay off your debts by minimum, then there would be, a certain number of months that you would have calculated where your debts would all be depleted by. Obviously you're not getting any new debt, not making any major changes in your financial plan. But what I want to share with you is how to destroy your debt with the I did it method, which is I destroyed my debt method, or destroy your debt method, and how many months it would take you to pay it off once you took money that you found in your budget and added it to the minimum required payments, and how quickly you can pay off your debt by applying these extra payments and then rolling these payments down into the next debt you have and the next debt you have. So for instance, once you pay off the first debt here, you take that money and you roll it into the next debt here. And once you pay off that debt here, then you roll that money that you were paying into both of these debts into this debt, and so on and so forth. Okay? Ultimately, that's going to rapidly increase the time, or lessen the time, I should say, rapidly increase your payment opportunity and lessen the time that you'll be in debt. And that's how you destroy your debt. That's how you attack and defeat the debt monster. That's how you stop it from breathing down your neck. It's really fun. So let's go ahead and explain this with an example here that you can see. And let me just be clear. To stay into this method, or to continue to work this method, to continue to destroy your debt over time, takes a vision. It takes a why. And it takes your mission, a how, the things you're going to stay away from to help you stay focused on mission to help you destroy your debt. So let's get into it. So here in this case, this person here, this example, and let me be clear too, this is an example without interest factored in for simplicity's sake. For simplicity's sake, without interest. Okay? So without interest figuring, we're just going to do the math here and to show you the power of rolling in your vision and your mission into destroying your debt by working this destroy your debt method. So let's go ahead and take the first bill that this person has. Well, let me back up. $6,700 is the total that's owed by this person. $6,700. The average American has $6,500 worth of just credit card debt in their home. In this case, we're taking total debts between doctor bills, Visa bills, Target, and Discover. So pretty much credit cards, if you will, except for the doctor bill. Now, once this person started listing out their debt, they realized they had $125 they can use to pay the doctor bill right in that first budget. Okay? So they didn't have to worry about that. They knocked that out right away. But now we start getting into the bigger chunks, $700, $1,200, $2,000, $2,700. This starts adding up. So let's take a look at this. The average credit card interest rate is right now 16% at the time of this recording. And that varies a little bit by how the Fed sets rates and whether credit card companies take the rate up, down, whatever they decide to do. But 16% is where the credit card rate is for each one of these credit cards. Again, keeping it simple for example's sake. So if a $700 payment or total debt was owed on Visa 1, the minimum payment required at 16% interest would be $16. But you could see up here, there was some money found in the budget to go ahead and start putting to these debts to not just pay minimums anymore, at least not on the first one. And that's what happens here. So we take $16 for the minimum debt payment on the $700 Visa bill, and they added $50, giving them a new total of $66. Got it? If they were only to pay the minimum payments, it would take them 43 months to pay off at $16 minimum payment a month, pay off the $700. Woo! Again, no interest is mentioned here or included here. In this case, if they take the 16, add the 50, they get a new total of $66 they're putting towards the $700 debt. That takes their debt payment time from 43 months to only 11 months. That's a lot more exciting, right? Well, keeping that same pace, now we're rolling in. Once that debt's paid off, check, done, yay. Now we're taking that $66 and adding it into the Visa minimum payment, Visa number 2, which is their next debt. $66 plus $28 equals $94. That's the new payment. That means that after this 11 months being paid off, it's going to take them an additional 9 months to pay off pay off the $1,200. Check, done. Now keep in mind, it would have taken them 43 months. It's now taken them 20. And let me explain this. They were paying monthly payments, monthly minimums every single month on this debt while they were paying off Visa 1. And when they rolled Visa 1's payment into Visa 2, that's only an additional 9 months that they were paying off the debt with. Okay, another 9 months. So once the balance was left over after paying off Visa 1, they only had so much money left on Visa 2. You add in the $94, now 9 months it took to pay off and crush and destroy that debt. We're doing the same thing here with the Target bill now. Target was $2,000, a minimum payment $47. Now we take the extra payment that we're rolling in from us crushing Visa 1 and Visa 2, $94 plus the $47 from what the minimum payment was on Target, now equals $141 payment they can put into that $2,000, what was a $2,000 balance at the start. And instead of it taking another so many months in 43 months or whatever, now it's taking only another 8 months. So now, 28 months in, they've crushed Visa 1, Visa 2, Target. Done. Then you roll that into Discover. $63 was the minimum monthly payment. We're adding in all that money that we paid in from the $50 extra, the $16 minimum, then added that into the $28 minimum, and that became $94. The $94 plus $47 is $141. Now we're taking that $141 that instead of going to blow at the mall or at Amazon, we're rolling that into the next debt. $141 plus $63 is now $204. We started off with this debt snowball and destroying our debt method of paying only $16 and $28 and $47 and $63. All those minimum payments now become $204 into this next debt, you see? So that becomes now only 5 months it will take to pay off that debt. So in essence, instead of 43 months it taken to pay off all these debts, like we had initially said, based on the minimum payments, again, not including interest, we've reduced our debt payments by 10 months at only $50 extra a month. Pretty outstanding, right? That is how you destroy your debt. And that's how, after you're going through this, you say no more debt ever. No more credit cards for sure. You're just done with it, sick and tired of being sick and tired with it, and you don't ever want to do it again. You don't want to have to go through this debt snowball, destroying your debt method again and again and again. So excited to share that with you. It's a part of destroying your debt plan, and it works, and it's exciting because you can even do a little more and a little more and a little more. It goes faster and faster and faster. So we're giving you some blank sheets to play with in this workbook, and I hope you put them to use. And again, it doesn't even include interest. If we were to do interest, oh my goodness gracious. This same debt would be, let's see here, I have to look it up. Let's see here. If you were to have this same debt, paying the minimum on all of these credit cards, it would take 298 months to pay this off. And at the end of this, you would be paying not only $6,700, but add in an additional $8,400 in interest. And that's at minimum plus 1% of the balance on these credit cards. Don't do it. Well, don't get into debt. Destroy your debt. Pretty cool stuff. Thanks for watching.